Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness. What it is today? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I have a story time for all of you. So let me go ahead and put up my banner for you gals. When you hop in, you definitely want to use your first name and your first initial of your last name. Also, comment live to let me know you are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me see if I am live. And you're going to listen to me bump it over to our group. However, that's the only way that I can do this. So listen, this is what we do. It's bumping very slowly right now. And I'm going to ask everybody to come and sit with us for a while. It's story time. Okay, story time. Also, welcome to everybody on the Facebook. On the Book of Faces. Welcome to everybody on my business page, Sparkle with Janine, as well as I would like to welcome everybody in our client community, our style community, Sparkle with Janine style community. We're live in both places as well as on YouTube. So once you're here, just pop in and say hello. Maybe some of you are eating dinner at 6:22 here on the East Coast. And I want to talk to you about rings and things tonight, but I am going to start with a story time. So I always like to take a moment and just chit chat with you about life. And I know that I have been somewhat MIA for a little bit here. And thank you. There's a bunch of people hopping in. Please just say hello and read what's going across the bottom. Just started a story time. So I've been a little bit MIA lately, and it is because I was fighting a really bad cold that turned into strep throat, and that was 2 weeks. And then, I just ended my medication the other day. And Friday night, I was eating ice cream, by which, I probably shouldn't be eating ice cream, but I was. And there was nothing in the ice cream, so don't think of it that way. But as I'm eating and I took a bite, and all of a sudden it sounded like, and I can only attribute this to at the lake when the water's frozen and it cracks. It sounded like this cracking really loud, and then this poof. And I'm like, what was that? A tooth in my mouth on the top, way in the back, decided to crack open from the crown top of it down to my gum line. So long story short, Janine had her tooth taken out yesterday. So I am missing a tooth up here, ladies, and I'm not happy about it. But the more people I talk to, the more I'm finding out I'm not the only one who's missing teeth in my mouth. So, and it still hurts a little. I look like I had a stroke yesterday because he doped me up with so much stuff because it was just so bad to get it out. But he got it out, and it's funny. I love my dentist. I trust him implicitly. And I'm sitting in his chair, and he's like, Janine, I wish I could fix this. I cannot fix it. The way that it broke, I cannot fix it. And I went, so what are we doing here? What are we talking? And he goes, well, I know you don't like Novocaine and all the things, but he said, I could do that for you here. I said, or they can knock you out, and I'll send you out. And I went, that door number 2. And then he said, but it's going to take a couple weeks for you to get in anywhere, and more than likely with the way that is split, you will get an infection. And I just looked at him, and I go, you seriously think you can get this out? No problem. He goes, I know I can get this out. No problem. He did it. He called me last night to check on me. Hey, glitter girl, how are you, girlfriend? Hi, Nancy. Thank you for popping in. He called me last night. This is my dentist, and I love this man with all of my heart and soul. He's also a very, very good friend of ours, and he's a client of ours. Okay, so good man. Called me last night, and he goes, how you feeling? And I said, I'm pretty sore over here. And this, I'm going to quote him. He said to me, you should be sore. I had to use a freaking jackhammer, dude, to get that thing out of your mouth. He called me dude and said he had to use a jackhammer. I shouldn't be laughing. I took some meds, so I'm feeling good. So, okay. So I wanted to just give you that little bit of story time. That's why I've been MIA. I don't even know what to say anymore or do, but I'm going to do my very best to come to you guys live. I asked a question in the Sparkle with Janine community today, as well as on the business page, and it was simply a hand with fingers and rings on it. And I asked, which rings would you use? Which ones do you like? And I named all 5. I have 3 of them here tonight I'm going to talk to you about. And then I said, bonus points if you told me where you would wear them, and you got tickets into the free jewelry drawing. So Also, I have a little whistle when I talk. This is real freaky. I'm loving it. So if you hear it, it's because I'm missing a tooth on top. Okay. All right. Yeah, it was it. Oh, good God, girls. Good God. Okay. So I'm going to show you the 3 rings we're going to chit chat about tonight. Over here is our promise ring. In the middle is that beautiful Monte Carlo. And all the way over here on the right is the beautiful cutesy. So we're going to talk about each piece. And I have some notes I want to share with you. So let me just move my screen here while we're chit chatting. But I just want to talk to you about the importance of rings. I mean, how truly important they are. And why we wear them and on what hands and all the things. So let me just move this over so I can be able to read it. I have to be able to read my notes. I take notes before I come to you live because I feel like that with me in menopause, it's like forget about it. I have to if I don't write it down, we're in trouble. So okay. So we're going to call this rings and things. We're going to talk about the symbolism in rings. We're also going to talk about the fact that, some rings are symbolic for people. Some give them power, right? Some rings give people a feeling of power or confidence. And some people are just wearing rings because they think they're cute. Okay. So the one thing I have to tell you as a personal me with rings, I have always taught my clients, my friends, a very simple rule. We wear on our left hand what's promised us, and we wear on our right hand what our personality is. So if you choose a big and bold ring, if you wear a couple pieces on your right hand, girl, your personality is up there, okay? Rings can mark many things for people. A ring could mean romance. It could mean some type of a promise, right? A ring also could mean a season of life. People wear rings for those things. Or how about just the mood you're in? Like I was in the mood to wear the crest ring today, and that's the ring I wore. Okay. That was when I was in the mood for it. So mood, just what I had on today. So what I want to do is I want to talk about the fact that rings are one of the first things that other people notice that you're wearing. Why? Because even though we can look down at them and we notice them too, if you're any bit Italian or you speak with your hands at all, like I do, the rings are the things that people see because they're a little sparkly and flashy. All right. So rings are something that's super, super cool. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. My story time had a story time today, but we're moving on. We are moving on with a little bit of mouth pain and a lot of medication. So that makes me happy. Okay. So let's talk about trend and personality first. Okay. So the first ring that I'm choosing to share with you is called Cutesy. All right. Now I'm really far away from my screen. Let me pull. Hold on. Let me see if I can do that. There we go. So that is the Cutesy ring. All right. This ring's called Cutesy. And honestly, I truly believe that it's named properly. All right. This ring's named right. Bows are the trendiest symbol of the season. They're playful, they're feminine, and they're very now. I just asked on a show that I did on Saturday, I said, ladies, what's the last thing you saw that had a bow on it? And I thought about that, and it's like, go into any TJ Maxx or Marshalls right now, there's bows everywhere. But I have a pair of pajama pants that have bows on them, and I realized that I do own something with bows. So this is called Cutesy, and she is just that. This is your brunch ring, your girls' night out ring, your I'm feeling cute today ring, and I'm wearing it. Okay. It's perfect if you love trendy things, if you love to stack. Cutesy stacks really well with other rings. And it's just the perfect little bit of sparkle. And I love Cutesy because you can wear her on any finger. She literally fits any finger. So it's not like I look at her and I go, oh, I would just wear that on my middle finger. Not the case. There is a ton of you that are hopping on. I'm seeing my number go up big time. What you want to do is take a look at what's going across the bottom of this screen. Comment with your first name and first initial of your last name, providing you're not a stylist. Thank you very much. First name, first initial of your last name, and you'll be entered into the drawing for free jewelry. I give away free jewelry every single stinking week, and sometimes I give away 5-10 pieces. Last week I gave away 10. Teresa Jacobs, my God, how are you? It is so, I just saw your name fly here. Hello, honey, how are you? Hello to everyone. Hello, hello, hello. So Cutesy is that ring that you can stack. It's perfect for so many things, and it's definitely one that, in my opinion, that ribbon, that beautiful bow, In my opinion, that ring doesn't whisper, that ring flirts. If you're looking for a ring that flirts, it is absolutely perfect. Okay, next ring we're going to talk about is called Promise. Brenda, I know you love the Promise ring and you wear it so very well. Very designer inspired, very beautiful looking ring. Promise is the one that is timeless for a reason. It's timeless for a reason. Why? Because it's designer inspired. Okay. It has that. Oh, look, I'm giving myself the thumbs up. It has that gorgeous, iconic eternity band look with the pave set crystals. I'm hoping you're seeing this. It also has, it's available in gold or silver. And it's truly an eternity band. And you know what eternity bands symbolize. I mean, we're talking about the fact that this is forever and this is a commitment and this is loyal and this is a promise I make to you. This is one of the best stacking rings we own, and Promise fits any finger. It does run a tad small. The Promise ring runs a tad small. So look how it stacks with Cutesy. I mean, hello, for goodness sakes. Oh God, that should be illegal in 10 states. I love the look of that. Do you see that? I mean, that's stinking cute. Now we gotta put this on the finger here. Look at how pretty this is. Look at that. Let's take a moment, please. Oh my goodness, Reen, hello. Hi, Mary, how are you? Hello, everyone. Hi, Diane. Isn't that pretty together? That packs a powerful punch, does it not? How many of you have Cutesy on your list? And how many of you have Promise on your list? And if you have Promise on your list, are you putting it on in gold, in silver, or in both? Because to me, they're both gorgeous. Look at how that pulled that in and just shows you the beauty of that ring. Promise is lovely. Thank you. Ladies, I'm telling you, stack it with 2 of the Ember in clear and they're gorgeous. Absolutely. It stacks really well. Should I go find my stacking rings? One moment. Do you want to talk among Reen? Talk amongst yourselves. Hang on a second, girls. Let me run over and get my Ember. I'll be there in a second. Okay. All right, I really made you talk amongst yourselves, so I'm hoping Brenda took over and was talking to everybody, and we're all good. Okay, thank you, ladies. I'm telling you, stack it. Love your nails. Ha ha ha, girls. Hello, hi everyone. Okay, so Brenda's talking about Ember, and she says if we take, and I'm not going to pull mine apart right now. This is 3 different rings. I'm just going to pull one out, okay, because I have them tied because I had a show and I had to do that. You can stack Ember with Promise. No. Look at the rings, everybody. There we go. Stack Ember with Promise. How pretty is that? You can stack Josie with Promise. Josie in silver or gold stacks beautifully with the Promise ring. You could do 2 of them, 2 Promise rings, 1 on each side. Let's pretend this one's silver. Take a look at that. I mean, how pretty is that? It's absolutely gorgeous. And honorable mention to Ember. Thanks for bringing that one up. I know it's your favorite, Bren. But honorable mention to Ember, where you get 1 ring, 3 different styles, really, 3 different personalities, gold and black hematite. So we're talking gold and black luxe, and absolutely beautiful. You could stack it or you could wear it singly. Doesn't matter. Real pretty. Okay. Let's go back to Promise. Okay. So with Promise, here we go. There you go. The Promise ring doesn't have to come from someone else. Sometimes it's just keeping one to yourself. You wear this ring based on the fact that you're going to keep a promise to you. Doesn't need to come from somebody else, right? You don't need to be married, engaged. It can be worn alone. It can be stacked. It's very modern and it's gorgeous. Okay, so Promise ring, another one that you're going to definitely want to put on your wish list. But I have to tell you, man, the luxury look, the statement piece, the one that got the most comments today was our beautiful Monte Carlo ring. Monte Carlo gives you that stacked ring look without the work. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Take a look at this. So you have that look of 7 stacked rings, all with different types of crystals. Some are emerald cut, some are pave set, some are channel set. And then it comes into one beautiful band at the back. It's absolutely gorgeous. The other thing I will tell you is Monte Carlo, yet again, very big shank. So you're going to want to size up. This is a size 10. Tonight it's fitting me. Some nights it doesn't. You know, it's one of those type. I mean, it just is what it is. That's the way they are. I think this ring photographs beautifully. That's why I like it. It looks far more expensive than it is. And let me explain that for a moment. It's also effortless glam. Effortless glam. Let me explain that. This ring didn't come out into our line until a year ago in January. However, I had done an event here at my house where Mary Grace came. It was over the Halloween time. So it was like right in the beginning of October. She came to my house. We did a home party here. I had 35 people. I mean, it was fun. We had a great, great night. Mary Grace is sitting in my living room and she has this ring on. Now, it has not been introduced to any of us yet. She's sitting in my living room with this ring on, and you know, she's all of not even 5 foot tall and 42 pounds, right? And I mean, this ring is, it is dashing on her. I don't even know how to say it. It was the most gorgeous thing. I mean, I literally was like, my God, that has to be a real ring. Like, I really believed that. I'd never seen one like this before. I just thought it's just a hot looking ring. So I look down and I say to her, that is a gorgeous ring. She goes, oh, do you like it? I don't know the name of it. And I go, what do you mean the name of it? And she goes, oh, it's coming out in January. And I looked at her and I went, you're kidding. I could not wait to get my hands on this. I love that it has the, you know, like the way that it's set high and low to grab all that light. And it's just the most beautiful ring. I really think that. This is the ring that's equivalent of, I didn't try, it just looks this good. I put it on and it just looks this good, right? I love this. I think that's a bit. How many of you love Monte Carlo? How many of you have put it on your list? How many of you are like, yeah, I got to have that? So let's talk about ring fingers and what they say, okay? So traditionally, your ring finger is love, commitment, and marriage. On your left hand, it's emotional and heart-led. On your right hand, it's confidence and independence. Confidence and independence on our ring finger. Okay, thank you very much. Then if I need to be confident and independent, you better believe I'm going to be wearing a ring on my ring finger, right? Let's talk index finger. Which finger? Drop in the comments where you normally wear a ring. And I'm not talking just your wedding ring. Let's go outside of our wedding rings. Which finger do you put a ring on? I will tell you, my first thought is my first finger, and then my second thought is my middle finger. Drop in the comments. Let me know which finger. Do you use ring finger, like I just said, or are you somebody who uses your forefinger or your pointer finger, whatever you want to call it, your middle finger, your ring finger, your pinky, or your thumb? Drop in the comments. Let me know. Definitely want to see what you guys have to say about that. Okay. And remember, there's a delay. That's why it takes longer for me. Okay, so where are my index finger gals? I'm one of them. All right. Here's what a ring on your index finger indicates. Let me do this. Here we go. A ring on your index finger indicates that you are into power, leadership, and confidence. This is the boss ring finger. How many bosses do I have in the room with me tonight? How awesome is that? If you want to feel in charge, this is the finger. This is the finger that you need to put a ring on if you want to feel in power. So love, love, love. Okay, where are my middle finger ring wearers? Middle finger ring wearers. I saw a couple come through. Teresa, I think, said, and Mary said she was a middle finger girl. So if you're a middle finger girl, you like balance, you like responsibility, and you like to feel grounded. Is that true about you? You have central energy. You're best for bold, eye-catching rings. Your line is, it's the centerpiece, and you know it. When you wear a ring there, it's the centerpiece. You want everybody to see that. Where are my pinky girls? Anybody wear pinky rings? I was just thinking about this the other day. I don't know if there's a lot of people that wear pinky rings anymore, but like, you know, we have some that you could wear on your pinky. There's plenty you could, but I'm just going to throw one on here so you could see. So the Amore ring, which we are going out of stock on that, so we don't have it anymore. But that cutesy ring would be cute on your pinky, like as a small ring, because you have that little bow. I mean, now, of course, the one I have here is very big, but you can get the hint of what I'm talking about, right? On your pinky. How pretty would that be? Pinky ring wearers are very big into self-expression. They love individuality. They have a flair about them. the small finger doesn't mean small personality. It means big personality. So if you wear a pinky ring, you're a big personality person. I love that. So I like pinky ones. We used to wear pinky ones all the time. Do you remember? Yeah, if they fall off your pinky, because you probably need something super tiny. I mean, I can wear a 5 there, but some people need like a 4 or a 3. Usually pinkies are so small. So let's go back to our original 3 from the 5 of the picture today. And tell me, drop in the comments, are you more of a cutesy gal? Do you like the Monte Carlo, or are you a promise girl and you like promise in gold or in silver? Althea, thank you for joining us. Do not forget, ladies, what is scrolling across the bottom of the screen, no matter if you are watching this live or you're catching it on the replay, all you need to do is put your first name, first initial of your last name in the comments. Why do I have you do that? Because I need to know you're here. And number 2, Facebook doesn't always tell us. And sometimes it just says Facebook user, and I don't know who that is. That's why I need your first name, first initial of your last name. Then I deduct who it is after that sometimes. So go ahead and enter into the drawing. You know, I give away free jewelry every single week. Last week, I sent out 10 packages of free jewelry. And then how many girls did we have on the live that night that I was sick? Was there 8 of you? Because it was 18 packages total, I believe, of just because you were there. If you were on the live and you commented, I gave you something free. I mean, this is literally, it's that easy. I love giving the jewelry away. I know it makes everybody feel good. It certainly makes me feel good. Yesterday, I had in earrings and a necklace and bracelets and everything. And the girl that was helping my dentist went, "You look like you were going to a power meeting." I go, "I am." It's they're powering this tooth out of my mouth. I was nervous as heck. I needed something to ground me, and it grounded me for sure. Okay, so my fingers are small. My left ring finger is 6.5 ring. Wow, that is tiny. Very, very tiny. I remember in the 70s, pinky rings were huge. Does anybody remember that? I remember they were huge. If you had to pick one, you pick promise, Teresa. I believe that. Now, listen, if you like promise, I want you to size up on that one because it does run small, okay? Especially if you're between sizes. Like if you don't know if you're a 6 or a 7, you're a 7, girlfriend, when it comes to promise. So when you order promise, you want to order a size up just because it runs small. And when you order Monte Carlo, you want to size up on Monte Carlo also, just because if we are summer sizing you or winter sizing you, this is going to fit you no problem now. But once summer comes, because of that shank, you're going to want a little bit of a larger ring. Okay, that's just between me and my girlies. So thank all of you for your comments. Oh my goodness, I love. And if you hopped in live, great. If you're going to catch me on the replay, #replay. And let me know what you think. And I am going to end with comment the ring you love the most, which is what I already asked. See, I do have notes. I told you I do notes. I have to. And then you already told me which fingers. So I asked those questions already. How cool is that? So I am going to just thank you all for hopping in with me this evening. I hope that you have a great night. And I'm going to end this as I end all things. And that is Sparkle On, sisters, because all of you deserve it. Take care. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.